All right. GM, everyone, welcome in. Kenny Powers, Kyle, I know is going to be here in just a second. There he cometh. Let me get the man up here. But anyways, Kenny, an exciting 24 hours, man. A lot of wild shit happening in the meme coin trenches. But anyways, GM, sir, how we doing?
Yo, what up, Cheese? Doing good, man. Doing good. Yeah, it's been an eventful 24 hours. Obviously, the Trump news on Iran sent majors
God almighty, bro.
down.
Yeah.
But the Robinhood chain has been fucking up only.
Yeah.
So it's been an interesting past 24 hours for sure.
100% has. A lot of people missed it. It's wild. You can be so locked in this space and you still miss like a massive runner like this. So, but we're gonna dive into it. Let's welcome up our own personal clown, the jester of reality check and idiot.
I haven't had a clown PFP on in a while, brother.
I know. Right now, you got some war paint on.
Makeup on your face could be considered clown makeup on a bear.
Yeah, good. Yeah, good. You do look kind of funny.
It's war paint, bitches. Put some respect on it.
Okay. All right. Well, all right.
Fucking Cheese's Power showing up fucking late for his own space. What the hell?
That's what he said.
By the way, which one of you two did I just hear a fucking fire alarm low battery beep? I heard that
wasn't.
That was probably me.
Yeah, it wasn't me.
Holy shit! I thought Jesus was 3%, not you, buddy. Anyway.
Whoa. Yeah, no, not me. No, I'm locked in. So, no fire alarms. I don't even keep them in my house. Like, what's the point? Kind of dumb. You ask me. Waste of batteries. So no need for fire alarms.
I'm not gonna lie, I have actively taken all the fire alarms off of the ceiling because they all started chirping at one point or another.
Yeah,
and I just didn't put batteries in them. So yeah.
Well, see, there you go. Yeah. Well, we'll know what happens if Kyle's not here and we just don't know what's going on. Dejani is sharing what the fuck is this? And this is one of those ETH pangs or whatever the fuck it is.
That's right. Dejani's a fucking ETH pang whale.
Yeah.
Myself.
Well, there you go.
Like myself, although he's a much bigger whale than even I.
Well, good luck to you boys. I hope they rip and run. Kenny. All right, let's get to it. So essentially, did Vlad endorse this token? I don't understand. Like, obviously the coin was out for a while. So what ended up happening with Cash Cat that caused that particular one to rip?
Hang on one second for me. Give me 1 second.
Uh-oh.
Cheese, why don't you give us a little bit of the background on this coin to begin with? This is one of these tickers on the Robinhood chain, correct?
Yeah, 100%. Let me get this up here. So Cash Cat.
Some people may not even be paying attention to the Robinhood chain stuff yet.
Yeah, and it's pretty wild. So Robinhood launched their chain, and everybody's like, "Oh, it's RWAs, it's this, it's that." Obviously, ANSEM's been running. And now we had a few runners yesterday. There wasn't just this one, but this was the most significant one. And it's Cash Cat. You have Dog in Hood. That one's 4.2 mil. CryptoZar fucked up by doing Dog with Hat. He should have done Dog in Hood. But that one's
Dog in Hood is
pretty good.
A funnier meme.
Yeah, pretty good stuff. So Dog in Hood 4.2 million. Hood Rat is at 2.4 mil. Pretty good one there. Juggernaut, don't know what that is, 3.1. And then they're just copying other fucking famous memes. You have GameStop, GME, 3.8 mil. The Green Bulls at 1 mil. And 4683, don't know the narrative behind that, 1.6 mil. But yeah, but for some reason, Cash Cat just absolutely fucking sent. And it looked, I think
it's the chosen one, right?
Yeah.
They gotta have a chosen one. I mean, if you're going to launch coins, if you're going to have a new chain and you want coins to do well, I mean, you got a godsend one to get attention. It's the chosen one.
Yeah.
I'm certainly not implying that there's any fuckery afoot or market
there's
or anything
there's
like that
fuckery afoot, and I'm going to get into that. 132.98 mil is what Deck Screener is showing the actual wick at the top. Did wick to 144.10, but yeah, there's definitely some fuckery going afoot here because looking at Star Platinum's post, guess if I'm gonna talk about it, I can at least like the fucking post. Star Platinum said, kind of interesting how most profitable traders on Cash Cat all bought days ago in small bundles. Some examples of the profits from $51 to $251K, $87 to $246K, $606 to $354,000, and $838 to $917,000.
Yo, sorry.
That's pretty wild that these early buyers now a lot of
that. How's that any different than people buying at a $5,000 market cap, 1% of the supply on Pump Fund?
It's not. I'm just pointing out that these were some of the most significant wallets.
The coin's been out for what, 6-7 days now?
I'm not saying anything crazy about it. I'm just saying that people were buying these when the chain went live, and whether or not they knew they would run or not, they fucking did the do.
I'll tell you, Kook called it in Kook letter at 150,000. And it ran essentially up almost 1,000x from his first call on it at 150K. But yeah, I mean, look, the Robinhood chain came out, right? Memes started popping up over there. Typically, when there's a new chain, you're always going to get this kind of hype cycle around it at some point, right? So like, if you've been in the game long enough, we saw it with Tron, we saw it with BNB, the resurgence of BNB coins. We saw it on Avalanche when they had a couple meme runners over there. Like, it's not a crazy idea to think, hey, let me go ahead and buy some of these while they're cheap, just in case it pops off. And basically what happened was Vlad came out yesterday, essentially acknowledging meme coin, saying, while we're building Robinhood chain to be the best chain for RWAs, it works great for memes too, is basically what he tweeted. And that's when things just fucking gigasent, bro.
Yeah. And then this was the chosen one, I would assume at that point.
Yeah, I think there's some lore to it. I believe, Cash Cat was an original name or something along those lines with the meme itself. But yeah, I mean, dude, is it going to last? Who fucking knows, right? But to that point, every chain kind of has their one kind of unicorn token. Obviously, with ETH, it's Pepe.
Oh, so Cash Cat. So I'm looking right here. Like, if you look at the banner, Cash Cat was actually the name of Robinhood before it was called Robinhood.
Right.
So that's where it comes from.
Right.
So.
But yeah, to my point, every chain kind of has their one kind of unicorn coin that does really well for each chain, whether it be, Solana or Base or Tron, BNB, there's that one, kind of one that stands out, especially in the early days. And yeah, this is the one that seems like everybody's rallying behind. It's funny because I've been watching it for days and I've been paying attention to these Robinhood memes. But yesterday, yeah, I saw it. And then all of a sudden it fucking pumped up to 10 mil. And the next thing I know, 5 minutes later, it was like 16.
Yeah.
20 minutes later, it's at 30 mil. I was like, holy shit, bro.
So right now, from the all-time high, it's down 44.42%. Do you think this is a buy range here for anybody looking to get into Cash Cat, or do you think it goes lower?
No, I mean, I think it's probably a good spot to buy some. I mean, I don't know. Obviously, like I said, typically when there's a new chain or a new kind of meme coin meta on a chain, there's a specific window to be able to trade it before like the attention rotates somewhere else, right? So I do think, in my personal opinion, right? So Vlad comes out and says it's not bad for memes. I could see them fast tracking Cash Cat onto the Robinhood app, and if that's the case, what Robinhood has what 27.7 million users.
It's already there. You can buy it. I seen posts last night where you can buy Cash Cat right on Robinhood already.
Can you?
Yeah,
I'm not sure.
Yeah,
if you can
buy
not.
it. Yeah, you can buy it already. So that I think was part of the push there.
Well, I think you can buy it on the Robinhood app, but I don't know if you can buy it on the centralized exchange or you know what I'm saying? Like I don't know if you can buy it on on your.
I'm gonna find the fuck out right now instead of us just sitting here mumbling and guessing about it. Right now, ANSEM is down 34.72% from all-time high. Still sitting at 291.5 mil. Do you think ANSEM continues to? Do you think he runs it back up?
Yeah, I do. I think I put out a post yesterday saying when it was still sitting at 330 mil, I said, look, the first bid is 28 cents, and literally within like a couple hours, it hit 28 cents. It actually dipped below that. If you do like the fib lines on it,
that's where I caught it at. I caught it at like 261. And I actually had a few sold and I dropped it in there, and so I mean I'm up.
Yeah, the 0.5. The 0.5 is sitting at 225, right? Or 22.5 cents. So, I mean, it could test that if it doesn't hold support at 22.5 cents. You could see it rip as low as like 175. I don't think it's actually going to get that low. But again, the problem with this coin is, we talk about it we've been talking about it every day. Not a whole lot of liquidity in the pool. A lot of wallets up millions of dollars, right? So as soon as there's that selling pressure, like what we saw yesterday, you're going to have a dip from 450 mil all the way down to 260, within like a 24-hour period is basically what we saw, you know? So, yeah, I mean, the liquidity is an issue.
Yeah. Well, when you go look at Cash Cat, I mean, just right here through Deck Screener, I'm seeing 4.7 mil?
4.7 mil.
On your liquidity on Cash Cat, would you say the cat is wet? Anyway, back to mute.
I mean, look, Cash Cat sitting at what 88 mil. It's got 4.7 in liquidity, and some 2.2 million liquidity on 291 mil. Yeah. Now, granted, there are other pools, Meteora and whatnot, but still, that number is probably closer to 5 mil now. So I mean, essentially the same liquidity on a coin that's 3x higher in FDV.
Yeah.
So
yeah, pretty wild. So yeah, any meme coins that are launching on Robinhood, you can buy straight through on Robinhood's chain. You can buy it right on the app. They're all there. So if it's on there to buy, then it's given access to millions of people that have Robinhood. So
so I mean, I think it could run. I think it's, in my personal opinion, somewhere between 200 and 500 mil is where I'm thinking it's probably going to run to.
How much? 200 to 500?
2 to 5. Yeah.
Okay.
I can see it ranging in between those numbers.
I mean, it's a smart way to onboard people to Robinhood that you want trading RWAs and to educate them on that side of things, because that's what they originally launched the chain for. Was for that, but if they can make some noise. But how many times have we seen this play out? You see everybody, they leave Sol for a couple of days and then they run this to Binance because there's Binance coins running, and then everything starts eating shit and they come back to Solana. Like,
it's happened.
All roads lead back to Solana.
Time and time again.
Yeah.
Remember the whole Tron, when Tron popped off?
Yeah.
Like, dude, people were fucking full porting into Tron memes.
Yeah.
Like, within a week, it was just like fucking cooked. Well, it lasted probably longer than a week, but you had a couple big runners over there. A couple of them one of them ran up over 400 mil. I forget the name of it. There was one in particular that ran up to like 400 mil. But yeah, you're going to have one coin.
Sundog?
I think, it was Sundog. Exactly.
Yeah.
Remember that?
Yeah, we had Sundog team on.
Yeah.
A couple times. So
I mean, every chain kind of had, and Brett on base ran up to $1 billion, so Cash, in my opinion, Cash Cat is kind of clearly the front runner of what meme is going to perform the best over there. All the other ones we'll see, obviously they got secondary pumps because Cash Cat was doing so well yesterday. Is it sustainable? I don't necessarily know, but for the time being, I think there's opportunity to make some quick money.
Yeah. Well, I mean, hey, if you would have just bought just now as we were talking, what was it, 84 mil? It's at 95 mil. So we'll see what they can end up doing with this. But yeah,
I was late.
Stuff.
I didn't buy in until 45 mil is where I got in at.
Yeah.
You know, I sent it to the chat at 30 mil, and I didn't even buy it, but I eventually FOMO'd in. I thought I was top blasting for sure.
Yeah.
But it worked out.
All right. Well, Trump started lighting shit up again. He's basically saying, fuck Iran, peace deal off, and we're going to blow your shit up and, see you at the end of this. So, like, I mean, man, it's like, where do we go from here? Like, even if the markets want to rally, they can't because of such uncertainty right now.
Yeah, this isn't necessarily great for any market right now. Obviously, crypto taking a pretty big hit over the past 24 hours. You got Bitcoin back down to 61.6, down 3.5%. ETH back down to 17.19, down 4.24%. Solana back down to 76.5 bucks, down almost 7%. Hyperliquid down 8%, back to $67. So across the board, taking a hit over there. As far as equities go, same situation. Looking at the Nasdaq, it's down 238. Dow Jones is down 827 points, and S&P's down 72. So the news was not well received. Obviously, anytime there's geopolitical tensions and escalation of, war talks and airstrikes, it's not good for risk-on asset classes like crypto. So just gotta hope that they come to a resolution relatively quickly.
Let me ask you this, Kenny.
Yep.
How much more of this do you think will go on before the markets are completely desensitized? Because, dude, we saw this with the Russia-Ukraine stuff, right? It went on every time there was like a big news cycle about it, the markets would dip. But every time they would dip, they'd dip a little bit less, right? It seems like, the news, like everybody just gets desensitized to these, like, geopolitical global war, whatever, the threat of World War III in the headlines, whatever the hell it is. It just, I don't know, man. It loses its motion. It has a diminishing effect every time.
100% diminishing effect. Obviously, there's always going to be a reactionary first impulse move, which is typically sell, right? But yeah, I mean, we've seen it time and time again. And I don't think Trump wants to extend this thing any further. Obviously, we got midterms coming up in November. He's trying to keep control of the House and the Senate. It's not good for their campaign to be going back into war. So I think he's going to try to avoid it at all costs. But I mean, basically, he said, they should have signed the deal when I gave it to him. He's shutting down their ability to sell oil right now. It's starting to re-escalate, and it's not a great look. But hopefully, like I said, maybe he's just forcing their hand to come to terms with an agreement. But
is it possible? And by the way, I'm not like my political opinions or anything. I'm apolitical on this app. But is it possible that Iran is like kind of aware of the midterms coming?
Yeah.
Right? Like, are they aware that he will be reluctant to continue this for the sake of, the RNC campaigns, the potential that they actually lose power of like some of the branches of government? I mean, like they have to be aware of all
this. That's a good
right?
thought. Yeah, I mean,
I think
it's like why capitulate now when Trump is at the precipice of either giving in for the sake of his own political gains here, or the loss of potentially some power here. I don't know.
I think Iran knows that basically, not only the political aspect, but the global financial aspect of, shutting down the Strait of Hormuz and how, dependent so much of the world is on getting their oil out of that area. So, they know that it's not good for global economics or United States economics, so they have that in their back pocket and, like a reverse Uno card. So they know the situation. They know Trump's kind of, wants to get the deal done, but at the same time, they're pressing back a little bit, and I think that's from a tactical standpoint, for them, it's a smart thing to do. Unfortunately, it's gonna, things will escalate. But yeah, I don't think they're going to get forced into doing anything they don't want to do. There's going to continue to be negotiations until, they can find common ground and meet in the middle somewhere. Because right now, neither side is budging.
Well, we're gonna see.
Do I go full tinfoil hat here?
Sure, go ahead. We're down with that.
Do we potentially see maybe full tinfoil tiny hat? Do we potentially see a false flag type of operation to extend the? Anyway, you're picking up what I'm putting down, Kenny.
I do.
So what do you think?
No comment.
No comment. Okay.
Enough said. Moving on.
Yeah. What about over on NFTs, Kenny? How are we looking over here?
Yeah. Speaking of Robinhood and NFTs, did you see that Gremlins that minted yesterday?
Gremlin Cartel.
Yeah.
Yeah. 0.0280.
They ripped up to almost.
Did you say you minted it? Did you say you minted it, Kenny?
No, he said it minted yesterday.
Yeah. No.
Okay.
I missed the opportunity. NPCs gave out a shitload of whitelists for that. I think somewhere between 50 and 100 whitelists for that. So I know a lot of that community, the community ate on that. I believe they ran up to like 0.08. Kind of settled back in there around $40 right now. But yeah, NFTs, yeah, kind of flat overall though. Not a whole lot of action happening over there. Gremlin Cartel is probably, they're sitting at 0.0288, but did 71 ETH in volume over the past, or 57 ETH in volume over the past 24 hours. So
yeah, 71 ETH total volume. That's still pretty fucking wild. I didn't.
Yeah, it was like a $3 mint, yeah. So.
Well, right after the space, bro, I was just ripping and running, trying to get my mom to the doctors and doing all. I missed everything up until I got home. I don't know, like 7:00 my time. So. I missed so much that was happening yesterday.
Yeah, it's just saw something kind of interesting, unrelated to NFTs necessarily, but I'll pin it to the top. You remember the BR1 guys?
Yeah. They're doing a test for $10.
$10 an hour.
Yeah.
Yeah, if they're looking for testers. So I don't know if any of you guys are into PC gaming. It does say limited spots, $10 per hour. Must have PC. Weekly events held in Discord. I remember talking to that guy. He seemed like a smart guy. The game seemed like a really good idea. So yeah, if any of you guys are interested in testing a game for $10 an hour, hey man, it's a little bit of cha-ching for playing a game, right?
Yeah, but I think that post has like 18,000 comments or some shit. So you're gonna have to
It does have 1.5K comments.
Yeah,
it's clearly botted to shit, probably.
Yeah,
I mean, I don't know.
So you're gonna have to go in there and fight everyone else. But hey, give it a shot.
I would suspect if you're a verified account that has like, I don't know, there's probably a shitload of unverified accounts that'll just go into the spam side of the comments here. So you might be able to get their attention.
Yeah, but anyway. I think they said go into Discord or something like that. Anyways, so I would imagine that is pretty gated either way. So yeah, go check it out if you want to make some money. Back to NFTs.
Yeah, I saw real quick side note that Kabu is migrating, I believe, at the end of this week.
Yeah, on Friday. Yeah, that happens Friday. Another thing is Genuine Undead. According to JT here, there is 6 of 10 buy one, get one hidden bounties left on GUs listed under 0.15 ETH. So make sure they put this one out this morning. This post, day one of Genuine Undead's Crouching Pixel Hidden GU. Initiative is in the book. 7 of 10 bounties remain, and all 7 are paired to listed GUs under 0.15 ETH. Get in with the Familia Anon.
Love it. I mean, incentivizing, the ability to potentially get a free GU out of the deal while you're adding a dope piece of art to your collection. I know Hans hit one earlier this morning. GG's Hans.
Nice.
Yeah,
and it's no particular one. I mean, it's like you just got to go buy some and hope that you hit, I mean, fuck, if you swept all the way up to 0.15, I guess you would hit the rest of them, right? Which would be, how much would that be? Fuck. And then right at 0.15 is, man, that's a dope one, right? 963. That's only 5.4492 ETH, Kenny. That's only 5.4492 ETH. That's not much for you, bro, with your big ass cash cat bags. Fucking go let her rip.
They're not that big, bro. They're not that big.
47 GUs. And then you could be I mean, some dope ones listed though. So yeah. Shout out to the GU community on that. I don't think I'm trying to look and see if I had it, bro. I have not been focused on NFTs for like a good minute. I would say the last week or so, and we had been dialed in quite a bit, staying updated on mints and things like that. I haven't even been checking anything. So,
well, to be completely honest, this cheap mint meta isn't necessarily going particularly well. I mean, a lot of these cheap mints, might have a pump for a day or two, but majority of the mints that have happened over the past few months are outside of a handful like NPCs and whatnot are back under $10. The problem is people come in and flip. Like I'm watching a mint that's happening right now. People are minting for like $3.20 and literally turning around and selling it for $4. So it's just like there's a problem of people like collecting and holding collections and bag working for their community. It's just not happening right now.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, you start out with the super low cost, and it hard to establish value from there. Especially when it's mostly going to whitelist farming groups. I hate to be. I'm not trying to be a dickhead directly to anybody, but I will say that if there are honoraries, if half the one-on-ones are honoraries of whitelist farming group leads, then that's probably a little bearish overall long term. That said, I mean, look, some of the successful ones are victim to that, right? Like racers, for example, half of those one-on-ones are definitely the guys I'm talking about. And again, nothing against them. It's just that there is a suppression on the floor price at some point when, you got a group that got several hundred whitelist spots. But, there's some stuff that you can look at. Like it's a 10K supply. It's probably going to be really hard to pump it, right? Like Racers is only 2,222 NFTs versus like Project Red, which I would say has a similar quality of art. Racers is better in my opinion, but it's a similar thing, but there's a much bigger supply on that Project Red. By the way, the Project Red thing went really low yesterday, last night. I believe they are still pretty cheap. I don't have them up in front of me right now, but I'll pin this to the top. Something went on with their staking contract where I believe the stake people were having failed transactions trying to stake NFTs, so they had to do something with the contract. And when they did, trading was temporarily halted, which I guess scared the hose, right? And then when trading was available again, a bunch of people mass dumped. I don't know if it'll come back or not. I mean, I have a really cool Joker one that I like. I have like 10 other ones too. But hey, man, again. Buy what your bid size, dude. To be careful with your bid size. If they all go to zero, I will not hurt. It is what it is, right? This is all about button clicking accountability here.
Yeah. One of the other things. So everybody remembers TokenWorks, and so they had another exploit. Surprise, surprise, Kenny. So they launched
on the 10,000 token side.
No.
Platform?
This is on. So they launched a whole nother thing called fake world assets, and I don't remember the mechanics behind all this, but so what ended up happening is they managed to be able to get an actual CryptoPunk says looks. So he said this yesterday. He said this on the 3rd. Adam said, looks like there was a way to front run the Chainlink callback, allowing an attacker to shift which NFT was selected. As a result, they managed to purchase someone's CryptoPunk unfairly. The largest listing in the pool. He said, I'm in contact with the owner of Punk 5450, and TokenWorks will cover the ETH, which is $66,000. We've set the protocol into withdrawal-only mode as they did a snapshot, preventing purchases and allowing depositors to withdraw their assets. I'll need a few days to decide what to do next moving forward. And then this morning, Adam posted the original FWA deployment had a bug and we lost a CryptoPunk. Decided to open source ahead of relaunch. If you have any time and consider yourself a Solidity expert, take a look. If you find a critical bug, I will give you ETH. So if you know how to code in Solidity and you think that you can find a bug, he's willing to pay you for it. So they haven't relaunched yet. I would imagine they gave the guy back his money or bought him a fucking punk that he wanted within reasonable cost. But yeah, it's still pretty shitty that they, it seems like every reinvention of the wheel, this guy's fucking having some exploit. So pretty wild to see.
That sucks.
Yeah,
you really should stress test your products before you disseminate them into the market.
Hey,
it would have thunk it.
Yeah, at least use Claude. You could use a fucking Fable and get that checked out. Yeah. One thing I do want to do is give a shout out to the 4 other listeners down there. We appreciate you, whether you're Anon or not. We appreciate you coming in, hanging out with us. Scotty, what's up? I'm sure you're down there as well.
It's definitely like Scotty, Jonah, and I don't know who else would it be.
There's probably a creep holder in there somewhere. Kenny, all right. Do you remember this account World? It was a prediction market and it was taking over the timeline. Yep. Well, these guys flip faster than Frank DeGods. They put out an update an hour ago. Update after careful deliberation from the team. In the last 24 hours, World has made the decision to migrate off Solana and onto Robinhood crypto chain. This tactful pivot was not made lightly. Our sincere appreciation goes out to the Solana Foundation and community. Like, bro, they get one meme coin runner and a little bit of attention, and all of a sudden, they haven't even launched yet, I don't think. Let me go to their website and see if they're even live. They may be coming soon. And even on their website, it says World is the Solana prediction market. We'll let you know the moment we launch. Bro, you might want to update your fucking website.
Couple things. I heard some shady shit about them. I believe they launched a couple years ago on a different chain or somewhere. I don't know how valid that is, but I did see a couple tweets regarding that maybe a week or two ago. People were calling it scam devs or whatever. Yeah, and my assumption is there's too much competition on Solana for prediction markets, so maybe they're trying to corner the market on Robinhood, as seeing there probably aren't any prediction markets over there. Do I think it's a smart move? Probably not.
Yeah, no, I agree. Don't chase the new shiny toy, bro. Do not fucking do it. Yeah, I mean,
Robinhood is a pretty serious company, but that does not necessarily mean that their blockchain is going to be a wild success long term. That's definitely an indicator of chasing short term hype and taking a big risk on the longevity of your baby.
Yeah,
wouldn't be the first time we've seen a Web3 company, chase the new meta and ending up burning them in the long run. Unfortunately, that happens to a lot of companies. But yeah, it's an attention economy, bro. You need attention to succeed in this space, and the problem is attention shifts so quickly, all the past week, everybody's just been talking about nothing but ANSEM, right? And reason being is because there's really nothing else going on in crypto. It's not a whole lot of mind share that you have to capture from other projects because there's really not much going on. So, but then Cash Cat comes out now, everybody's fucking bullish on Robinhood chain. And you saw the rotation on a lot of Solana memes in particular ANSEM, I don't necessarily know if it was a rotation into Cash Cat. I mean, maybe it was. They've done 90 million in volume over the past 24 hours on Cash Cat alone.
118 mil right now on the market. So if you guys would have bought when we were talking about it on the dip at 84 mil, yeah, you'd be up a little decent bit right now. 118 mil right now, Kenny.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, I think, like I said, I think this runs easy to 200, you know, especially if Vlad comes out and like personally endorses it, you know, that's going to gig ascend it. But I mean, he's already leaning into memes on Robinhood chain. So, you know, it just makes sense. You know, it's not even been 24 hours since his tweet. So, you know, there's still a lot of people that don't know what's going on if you're not tapped into CT like 24/7. So
yeah,
it'll continue to get bid.
Yeah, 100%. All right. Some other news. Claynosaurs yesterday, they did end up putting their Claynosaurs ended up putting out their shares for their pool of the clay shares that are going to their holders. And it looks like they are giving for their holdings a total of 15 billion shares, and 30% is going to holders. Characters get 25%. Items such as the clay makers, cosmetics, clay itself, these get 5%. If you have a Claynosaurus, Saga, or Popkins, that's part of the 25%. Loyalty, eligible holding history across linked wallets, 25%, bro. That's pretty dope that they're rewarding that loyalty. Staking XP your NFTs earned while staked, 40% goes to that, 6 billion shares. And then there's sets, complete herd and pod set bonuses, which is another 5%. So, you know, what these shares are going to be worth, I still never got with Cap to find out more about like the rec stuff. And if are people actually earning from that? How will the Claynosaurus community be able to earn? I don't know. But you know, GG's to them. I don't know how well they're doing now. Since all this news, I fucking hate the fact that I got to go to Magic Eden. It's like, can y'all just OpenSea, please get fucking NFTs back on fucking Soul NFTs back on OpenSea. That way it's just there in one shot. Man, I'm glad I sold my dumpster bag. Got out of that one 1.58 ETH or Soul, and Claynos are sitting back down at 14.3 Soul. So I think that's pretty big. Kenny, how bad was Collector Crypt hit? I just seen their NFT or whatever this is, and I seen some post about it.
Last time I checked, it's down to like 16 cents. Yeah, I don't really know. I still think it's a great buy personally. I mean, number one revenue generator. I think it at one point it was the number one revenue generating app on Solana. It's up there, if not number one. It's in the top 3 for sure. You know, the hype around Pokemon isn't going anywhere anytime soon. So I think it's undervalued, sitting at the price it was. Now, Arthur Hayes had a hand in this because Arthur Hayes was bull posting about Collector Crypt and ran it up to what 33, 34 cents, and then entirely one clipped out, which sent the chart back down into the mid 20s, and it's just been kind of grinding down ever since. But yeah, I think it's a great buy personally. If it's still sitting around 16 cents, I think that's a really good entry for it.
Yeah. Well, we'll see what's happening. What else?
Yeah, but
what else are you looking at?
Real quick, speaking of OpenSea, and you were saying Solana NFTs, just want to give a shout out to those guys. I mean, dude, they had, you know, access to Robinhood memes. You know, early yesterday, they rolled out the, you know, Robinhood chain compatibility on OpenSea. Now, you know, if you're on FOMO, guess what? You can't fucking trade Robinhood right now. If you're on Axiom, if you're on Photon, if you're on GMGN, none of those terminals have access to Robinhood. Now, this morning, I saw Pump Fund put out a tweet. You can now trade Robinhood chain on Pump Fund.
Yeah.
You know, and kind of, you know, these other companies scrambling to make sure they can capture some of that market share that Robinhood's taken right now. But shout out to OpenSea for being, one of the first outside of Uniswap and 1inch, which are essentially, had accessibility to it on day one. OpenSea was one of the first ones to be able to do it. And, it's really,
but they had it open before yesterday, because remember, I shared that Robin with hat that, oh boy, the crypto czar was pushing. And I shared that like 5 days ago.
Yeah, no, I don't know if you're able to buy it on OpenSea.
Yeah. Because his original tweet was him sharing the OpenSea link for it. So they had it open several days ago.
Okay, yeah, I wasn't aware of that. I know they officially announced it yesterday morning.
Yeah, So see,
yeah,
this coin this coin's 5 days old, July 3rd, and that's where he put the link out at. I think it ran. Let me find it. They got to. Is there a way? No. Do they have a trading view on OpenSea? They don't. Do they? No, they do. Yeah, it's still fucking shitty UI for their charts.
For what, OpenSea?
Yeah.
I mean, dude, it's not like you're on TradingView for sure.
I know, but like a lot of these brands, they can integrate like the TradingView charts in.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, I think there could be some improvements over there, but just overall, I think ever since Chris Mattern and Zach, obviously those guys were building out Rally. Ever since they got acquired by OpenSea, the amount of shit that they've been able to achieve in the past 3 to 6 months on the mobile side of it, it's been pretty impressive, man. They're constantly shipping shit out pretty much every day. You've been beta testing for a few months.
Bro, I shared this coin at 30K right as he shared it too, and put it in the chat, and it hit 492. Okay.
Yeah.
So, I mean, it's got 33K in liquidity. This is no fucking ANSEM or no fucking, cat chat, whatever the fuck that coin is, but it's doing what it do. So I mean, I guess just keep an eye on fucking Robinhood runners. But there's some good ones, bro. Dog in the Hood.
I love Dog in Hood. Yeah, man.
Yeah, Dog in the goddamn, that's up 2 mil.
I bought it yesterday at 5 mil as well. It ran up to almost 10 mil overnight while I was asleep.
It's at 6.59. Kyle, when you stepped away for a minute, Kyle and I were talking, and it was at 4 mil. But yeah, Dog in Hood is pretty good. And then Hood Rat, that's another good one.
Hood Rat ran up to 5 mil.
Did it? Wow. Yeah, it's pretty fucking wild, man. Have they not figured out what this dude's dog's name is, or his cat's name, or no pets?
I mean, there's a couple, like dog and cat named Robinhood people pets that are out there right now.
Okay. All right. Well, yeah, still pretty wild, man. This space is so fucking crazy. You know that? Like,
somebody tried to vamp Cash Cat on Robinhood. Oh, there was like a second Cash Cat launch this morning. I was like, here we go.
Yeah.
Here we fucking go, bro.
Yeah. No
but
surprise.
Yeah, it hasn't done shit.
Well, we're gonna we'll keep an eye on it all. In other news, yesterday Zeet launched another tournament. This is with Vault 77. 7. Did I say 3 sevens? Vault 777.
You said 3 sevens.
I
buddy.
did say 3 sevens.
Wait, maybe you did only say 2.
I think I said only said 2.
I don't even remember now, dude.
Yeah, I think I only said 2. But
now we're both retarded.
I know. But either way, as of right now, what we know, you don't need your creator cards of the creator. From what I was told, and we haven't seen an official word, the only way you're going to need the creator cards of the creator is if you win cash prizes. You will need the card to claim. I hope that's not the case, because many people are already like signing up and joining squads and doing all these things, and it's not blocking people. Everybody's able to join. So, but there's no word yet about the rewards and how that is paid out. But either way, Vault 777 is live. You go on, there's a lot of tasks, a lot of different things that you can earn zeets, even with a very minimal amount of money to play in the casino. If you don't play in casinos, don't fucking play it. I appreciate your support. Either way, referrals look good. Go sign up. But please do not risk more than you are willing to be able to lose. I think I put like $30 on the platform earlier and literally sat there and just spun. And I completed like 6 of the tasks. But there are a fuck ton of tasks. I will get a tweet out at some point with my referral code. But if all you have to do is go to Zeet, and you can, the link is there in the Squad Hub. Just a few more days and the Reality Check Discord will be up. We're going to get that out as well. And we're going to have a Zeet channel in there where
Web
we can.
Web3 bullshit. I call bullshit.
Then we're going to have.
I've been promising this Discord for a week and a half, Kenny Powers.
Well, you know what? I hit some dev issues. But
let me ask y'all a question. As you know, creators on Zeet, obviously you have your cards and whatnot. How's the activity been over there? You know, I mean, obviously there was a delay from when tournaments, you know, from when the cards were minted to tournaments kicking up. Do you think they lost some of the mind share over the past couple months? Or
obviously,
1,000,000%. Yeah, 1 million. Yeah. Right now, there's only 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. There's only 10 squads that are active for this Vault 777 partnership. 10? Yeah, 10 squads that are active. Wow. Now, Fogo is number 1. He has 65 members in his squad. So he has 65 people that have signed up. Walls, the guy who's been fucking bitching and complaining about the tournaments, I knew this was going to be a complete flip for Walls because Walls was partnered with Vault. I'm going to say fucking Vault 777. He was partnered with them on the first season before they even came on Zeet. So it was funny seeing him bitch about Zeet the week prior because of the prize pools. And then now you have this campaign start, and all of a sudden he's flipped the script. These are great numbers. This is a good amount of money. And they're giving away $25,000 in prize money. Plus they're giving away $125K in Vault. And they have multiple seasons planned on Zeet. So this is going to continually go and grow as Vault's pushing certain things. So I think right now the creators that are doing good, that are establishing themselves in these tournaments, whether you're in first place or 10th place, it doesn't matter. You're showing up. Other people are fading it. They're going to keep pushing more and more tournaments out with bigger prize pools. And then that's when people are going to start coming back to it and paying attention, I think. You know, you got to think Offshore is doing $20,000 prize pool. How that's split up, I don't know. Does first place get $1,000? Who the fuck knows? There's no breakdown on exactly who gets what. It's going to come later.
I like $1,000.
Yeah. I mean, any money's better than fucking nothing. And then on top of that, you're earning Zeets. You're getting those rewards as well at the end of each thing. And your contributions to the squad is what matters. So get on there, get signed up, get referrals, you know, push your squad's message out there, share that referral for the squad leaders, and, you know, try and win. But I do think, Kenny, it's going to gain some attention. The one for Offshore Protocol has 28 squads in it. And Fogo was in that one. Like way before Zeet announced this. Fogo was dialed in on Offshore Protocol, like really, really early on. And so he already had a lot of people that he knew in the community. He has 183 people currently right now signed up under him in his squad. So a lot of that community from Offshore is rallying with him on Offshore, but also now they're moving with him over into the Vault 77. So, but it's a matter of, that's fine. You can get a lot of referrals and you can get a lot of those things, but you got to have people that are doing on-chain metrics and spending money. creating volume. And you know better as I do, Kenny, like even like on perps trading, it's not very difficult to create a lot of volume, right? Like you can
On perps, yeah. I mean, you
yeah.
can go 40x leverage and put right $100, and that's
Yeah, 100%. Like even in a casino, if you wanted to create volume, there's ways that you can go. And I haven't explored. I was on the website, and like usually the house games give you the better edge. So that's where you would want to lean to, are the games that give you the hotter games that are hitting better, but keep your bet risk minimal.
yeah.
And if you're betting 20, 50 cent, $1, and you put $100 in there, and you're just sitting there spinning that nonstop, but also still winning and turning those numbers, then your zeets are going to go up. Your numbers are going to go up because you get rewarded as well for the things that you're doing. And then your performance inside of Vault 777 or Offshore Protocol or whatever it is, and it's Pumpcade as well, you're going to end up doing really well. And the stronger people in every squad does better. So if Hans or Teacher Katie or NFT Arts or Swiv, whoever, join any of my squads and they're the top performers, they're going to get the most rewards out of anybody in the squad. So, you know, but
I think the best approach is probably figure out what has the highest RTP, right, on these games, and just fuck with that,
Yeah, 100%. So, but right now, the Cheeses squad is fucking struggling on Vault 777. We are currently number, 4. We have 5 people joined up in there, and it's just, bro, it's going to be hard to get people's attention, unless I just figure out some way to give away a bunch of fucking shit, for having people signing up to the squad. That's the only way, like for right now, like until they start getting more eyes back on Z.
Seed leaderboard coming soon.
Yeah, no. We have the Blinko leaderboard. Keep fucking stacking and racking there. As soon as we get Scotty to climb out of the fucking pits of hell, we'll figure it out. But Kenny, I want to ask you a question, bro, because yesterday in the Switzerland-Colombia game, how does the game end 0-0? Can you explain that to an American that knows nothing?
If you listen back to yesterday's space, I said I thought it was going to end up in a tie and it was going to go to penalty kicks. I actually, on the Genuine Undead, World Cup tournament that we're doing, I put 1-1. I thought it was going to be 1-1, but it was 0-0. Yeah, I mean, look, 2 really good defenses coming into that match. They both played top tier defense.
Yeah.
And yeah, I mean, Colombia, I want to say Colombia had given up just 1 goal in the previous 4 games.
Okay.
And Switzerland's been shutting teams down too. So yeah, it was going to be defensive matchup. Obviously some opportunities both teams missed out on, to convert a goal, but yeah, it was just good defense. And yeah, it was a pretty boring game if you're a spectator, unless you're a big fan of football in general. So it was a defensive matchup. Look, you're going to have baseball games where it's a, 1-0 game, 9 innings, right?
Yeah.
Sometimes you just get good defensive matchups.
Well, so here's my question, because today there's no matches on Cade Cup. And so yesterday I had money that Switzerland would win. Why was I not? It gave me a loss.
Yeah, because so the way it works is you have regulation time. I don't know necessarily how it worked for Pumpcade. Like, if you're picking a winner, is it a winner in regulation or is it a team to advance? Like, for example, on prediction markets, if I want to go put some money on, say, the France-Morocco game that's going to play tomorrow, there's 2 different bets I can make. I can bet which team is going to advance, or I can bet which team is going to win in regulation. And if I pick France to win in regulation and it ends up being a 1-1 tie, but France goes on to advance in penalty kicks, I don't win that bet because it ended up in a draw.
Yeah, but I'm looking literally right here. Here's the one for France and Morocco. Will France beat Morocco? Like that was the prediction for this one. Will Switzerland beat Colombia?
Yeah, well, it doesn't say whether that's in regulation time or just
It
overall
doesn't.
to advance.
It doesn't say any of that. So
that would be the only reason it's not. The only reason you lost is because that was for in regulation time.
But they didn't specify that.
Yeah, well, I'm just telling. I'm giving you the
answer. That's the dumb
Don't
fucking thing. It's like, bro, that's bullshit. And I don't see anything on there that's saying anything about the market itself for this one coming up. Like, there's nothing there that gives you any data on the market. So, like, if I click on this, it doesn't say anything.
Well,
all it just says is
take it up with the devs, bro.
I fucking asked Pop Punk in DMs. He ain't replied. But it's like they gotta put some restrictions here that tells you, yes, it was it only resolves in regulation.
Yeah, but like, for example, like if I would have bet on, I stayed away from the Colombia game yesterday because I wasn't sure who was going to win. In all honesty, I knew it was going to be a tight game. If I was to have put money on Switzerland to win in regulation, I would have lost that bet because it ended up in a tie.
Yeah. Yeah. I don't know. I lost $30,000 fucking dollars on that, even though it's not real money. But still, it put fucking negative $47,000 on fucking.
God damn, you suck, bro.
Fuck off. It's not as bad as Teacher Katie. I think she's down like fucking 100 G's or something. But either way, even though there's not a match today, you need to go log in and claim your 20K, because then tomorrow you'll be able to log in again and then you'll be able to start tomorrow off with 40K.
Well, that's what I was asking. Does it accrue? I was trying to figure that out.
Yeah. So it won't accrue for tomorrow.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, it's gonna just be 20K. Yeah. Shit, I forgot about that. So.
Bleeding ass cheese over here.
I know.
Everybody hope.
I know.
What do you have to say about that, Kyle?
What you got to say about that, Kale? Nothing. His snarky comments and remarks are all.
I'm not gonna lie. I pulled a Jesus and I was completely not listening. So
hey, well,
sorry.
Whatever.
Oh, no, I was just referring to Cheese saying one thing and it actually being the complete opposite of what he says.
Well, that's never happened before. This is unprecedented territory.
Whatever. Kyle, you and I are going to be streaming some Tolenverse tonight, right?
Yes. Sorry, I cannot get these guys to leave me alone right now.
What is that official start time? 8 o'clock, 8:30? What are we doing?
I'm thinking about 8:30. I gotta get home around 7:15. I gotta get the dogs out, play with them, where I'm out, feed them, grab a shower. Probably 8:30 be a little better. You want to do what? An hour, 2 hours? What do you want to do?
We will do. I don't know. We'll feel it out. We'll fill out the vibe and see what's happening. But either way, we're going to be giving away. I think tonight we're going to go ahead and give away the fucking VIP pass.
Okay.
Now, any of the prizes that we do give away on the stream will get sent to your wallets after Friday, by the team. But we're going to be giving away crowns, hunter's badge, VIP pass. And you can watch me not get past usually level 15.
Mm-hmm.
So if you are good at Tolenverse, come educate me. If you've never played Tolenverse,
you gonna learn something tonight, because I can blow that Supreme Commander boy right out the water anymore. So you gonna learn something.
Okay. Well,
but yeah, you can definitely come and watch Jesus fail to defeat the Supreme Commander, and you can watch me get blasted stoned and eat some reheated pizza and laugh at him for it.
Yeah. So, but either way, if you haven't played Tolenverse or been on Abstract, definitely come and play. And we will get you hooked up. Somebody's going to win some shit tonight. So, yeah, that'd be that, bro. Other than that, I think we're done.
Did you already, I wasn't listening there for a little bit. Did you already talk about the DigiToys Quirkies thing?
No.
Okay. About an hour ago, DigiToys, and I don't know when Quirkies made the announcement, but apparently Quirkies are coming to the DigiToys platform. I don't know exactly what that partnership will look like, but shouts to Quirkies, man.
Nice.
They're just proliferating away, man. They're fucking killing it. Shouts to Poppy and all the Quirkies homies. I wish I wouldn't have faded that years ago when they were they were on the cheap, man. Hell, there was a time when motherfuckers were doing 1-for-1 trades of creeps for quirkies. I wish I'd have swapped the bag, bro.
Yeah, they're over 1 ETH. So yeah, shout out to Poppy and Flex and Ashley and all the team over there that's killing it. So
Oh, speaking of NFTs, you see Shellmate's rug?
oh yeah, Kyle was
We kind
talking
of
about
touched
that.
on it yesterday, but I wasn't sure. It seems like now I've seen people say that not only has the guy gone completely inactive, but his wallet has been selling off the Shellmates that he had, which I imagine was like a treasury kind of a situation. So who knows how many NFTs that was. Yeah, pretty shitty. Art being subjective and all, I actually thought those were pretty cool looking. Personally, I thought they were pretty cool looking. I had one at one point. I don't remember what size the collection was, but I think I sold them around 0.02 or something. I just, had a feeling. Just had a feeling. So I got the fuck out of there with a little bit of profit. I don't know, man. Maybe somebody will take it over though. I do think they're good looking NFTs. They make cool little PFPs. Who knows? Maybe somebody will take it over. Maybe now's the time to fucking sweep aggressively. I'm not. That doesn't mean you should.
Yeah. Well, there you go, Kenny. Are you gonna go? You gonna go buy some? Are we gonna have a CTO on these things?
No.
What? Oh, okay.
No, this Kenny's about to CTO NPCs to save my bags, motherfucker.
NPCs are doing great, man. Season 1 ends I think
kidding.
July 22nd. We're gonna get those playable character airdrop. So yeah, I'm excited to see what comes out of that.
No, I have actually debated maybe picking up a couple more. I've still got the 2 I bought a while back, but man, seeing how high they ultimately went and this being a pretty decent pullback, I don't know. Maybe it's time to double down on the NPCs with the homie KP here. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see what happens.
Yeah. Well, there we go. All right, cool. Tomorrow is what? Thursday, right? Yeah. Yeah. Tomorrow's Thursday.
Remember Throwback Thursdays? Anyone remember that?
Yeah, I do.
That was a thing for a while.
Thursday. Tomorrow is also my first day off. Dude, I've been in here for the full 7 days. I'm so not tapped in. I haven't participated at all in any of the Z stuff. I gotta get caught up in a big way, man. I gotta
fuck do, bro. You need to lock in.
Hey, don't talk shit to the one guy who actually has a job out of the 3 of us.
Don't fucking steal his line before he could fucking say it. Jesus, what a fucking kiss ass. Yeah. Well, good. It'll be good to have you on stream with me. Make sure that fucking bun's nice and tight, bitch.
Oh, only the tightest.
Yeah.
Only the tightest for you, Papa Cheese.
There we go. And I will lay it on you thick. All right, cool.
God damn, all right, run this before that audio gets to the audience. Anyway, bye everybody.
All right, cool. Yeah, everybody have a great day. We will see you tomorrow. Yeah, peace. Maybe. Yeah, peace. Yeah, bye.